What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 4 of digital NFL action. We're back in digital Green Bay with digital Bills at digital Packers. Green Bay enters this game 1-1-1. Weirdly enough, Madden has predicted the correct record for Green Bay, just out of order. In real life, Green Bay won, tied, and then lost. In digital Madden predictor, they tied, lost, and won. So after a victorious week in Washington, Green Bay returns home to face the Bills, who just dismantled the Minnesota Vikings last week. It's just absurd. They were 17-point underdogs on the road and managed to beat Minnesota. That was nuts. Green Bay also lost in real life. But we're going to live on and focus on the good side. They won here digitally. So that's what matters. Mason Crosby with the kickoff. It's going to come up just short of the goal line. Murphy will return it out to the 27, maybe 26-yard line. And that's where Josh Allen, the rookie from Wyoming, will take over. 25-yard return. There he is, Josh Allen. I don't know what stats they're going to have him. 0 for 0 for 0, zeros, and zeros. Number 17, though. I don't know what his stats were last week, but they were pretty nuts. I can't believe that they just manhandled. It wasn't like they eked out a 3-point win. It's that they destroyed. Your weekly fantasy update, though, is that I won. Came from behind thanks to mainly in part to Mike Evans and the Detroit Lions defense for holding Tom Brady in check. And LaShawn McCoy gets off a big 19-yard run, and just like that, it's 1st and 10. Interesting start to the game. Rush off to the right side and just nobody there for Green Bay. Juked out of a tackle, and Clinton Dix came in to finish McCoy off. I wonder, Green Bay just put somebody on the injured reserve today, so I don't know if they're in the game. I didn't think about that until I started the game. I double checked to make sure Josh Allen was starting, but then I didn't check the other thing because I didn't think about it. Allen drops back. His first pass is complete over to, is that Jones or James, for a very short gain. 2nd down and 8, probably. There's a look at the Bills' offensive line. And the backs and receivers. Chris Ivory. So 1 reception, 2 yards, brings up a 2nd and 8. So Josh Allen in the shotgun, drops back, trips receiver set, had 2 receivers open and missed both of them. Missed the targeted receiver, but it looked there, the intended receiver. Looked like there was somebody coming free over the middle. The Packers are on a 3-4, which is pretty awful. We'll see if Clay Matthews gets another game-destroying passer, roughing the passer call in this game, and there's your safeties and corners. Kevin King out there. Clinton Dix. So it was Jones who caught that first down pass. I couldn't tell if it was Jones or James, but now we know it's Jones. So I'm going to take the snap in the shotgun. That's what I'm trying to say. Scrambles around a little bit and finds a wide open Kelvin Benjamin for another big gain. 20 yards, 25 yards. And that'll be 1st and 10 Bills. Green Bay with an opportunity to get off the field on 3rd down. Give up another big play. Looked like the scrambling ability of that guy, Josh Allen, that's his name, gave Benjamin just enough time to come open over the middle. 1st down and 10. Good opening drive for the Bills here. Couple of chunk plays. under center. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. It's going to be a delayed handoff to McCoy, and he's going to be stuffed by Kenny Clark right there in the middle for a loss of a yard. Bring up second and 11. That's a nice stop by the Green Bay defense. He's able to lead off the block and clogs up the hole. I mean, that was pretty open. If he doesn't get off that block, that's probably a pretty good gain, but comes down and takes care of the play. Second down and 11 coming up. Allen back under center. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. It's like a jumbo set. Another handoff to McCoy off to that right side. They were successful earlier, but Clay Matthews is there to bring him down for another loss of 1. So it's 3rd and 12 coming up for Buffalo. Another nice play by the Packers defense as Matthews is able to shed the block and come up and make the stop. Looked like it was set up pretty well. Just one person was able to disrupt it. Four wide receivers in an empty backfield for Josh Allen on this long 3rd down. Floats a pass up over the top, and that's going to be tipped, and Clinton Dix had it, but it was knocked away. Oof. Nice block by Williams. Tip by Williams. Pass breakup by Williams. Rodgers is hyped. They force a 4th and 12. And a field goal try. Nathan Peterman holds it, and it's up and good. So about 3.5 minutes come off the clock, and Buffalo comes away with 3 points. Who is? I can't tell who that is. Trying to look at the jersey, but they cut the camera away. Oh well. Also, shout out to the DualShock 4 battery being low, even though I thought the cord was plugged in. So that's good news. I don't remember unplugging it and plugging something else in, but apparently that's what happened. Ty Montgomery is back deep to receive the kickoff. It is away. Away! Comes up short of the goal line. Montgomery runs it back, crosses the 25 up to about the 28-yard line, and that is where Aaron Rodgers will come out for his first drive. And I saw another 25-yard return. 25 is the magic number. It's not the meaning of life. That's the number 42, but in this particular instance, 25 is the magic number. There are Rodgers' season stats from last year, an injury-shortened season. As always, these games are just played in regular exhibition mode on the highest difficulty, so those stats are always going to be the same. Green Bay played well against Washington here in the digital cinematic or football universe. Not so well in real life, but they got the win where it counts, right here on youtube.com/channel/some intelligent and unintelligible letters and numbers. Williams gets the handoff. He's going to be stopped for a loss of 1. Tremont Edmonds with the tackle in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Nice stop there. Just a free run at the running back. That's always a good way to do it. Second down, 11. Rodgers in the shotgun. In the backfield, dancing around, doing something. Rolling out to his right. And he's going to pick up the first down. Initiates contact, which is weird. But 1 rush for 12 yards for Aaron Rodgers and a fresh set of downs for the Packers. Saw a quarterback tear his ACL trying to get a few extra yards on the boundary on Sunday. That was pretty brutal. The real life thing that it was a Garoppolo suffered. But all is good in the digital football universe. The DFU. Oh boy. That's not exciting at all. The DFU. Graham gets into the action with a reception for 6 yards. Second down and 4. I was pretty excited for Jimmy Graham to come over to the Packers. He's a very, very good tight end. And, yeah. He has, I don't know how much he's really done as far as things in, the real life are concerned, but he's been effective here in the digital football league, the DFL, the Duffel. Another pass to Graham for that's about 12 yards, or 11 yards, and that'll give Green Bay a fresh set of downs. Nice catch by Graham there. Ooh, boy. Took a step backwards. I think he pulled some sort of magic trick and the ball warped through his body. That looked weird. Again, Madden, the perfect video game. Never looks weird, never plays weird, never any graphical glitches, never any head-scratching decision-making, hijinks, for lack of a better word. Green Bay will run one more play. A run to Ty Montgomery off to the right side. For some reason, he went into the defender. We've seen that a number of times where he look at this replay. Nope, that's not a replay. He had so much room off to the right. It's 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Packers driving. Bills with the lead. Don't look at that. That's not the correct ad. Digital football is always brought to you by Week in Review. Those aren't the real commentators. I'm your commentator. Sean. Good old Sean. Brought to you by Week in Review. Check it out every Tuesday on this very YouTube channel. It's good. Coming up, the next episode is all about the best of the quarter and how that fits into the overall best of the year so far. So that'll be an exciting episode. An exciting episode that I have to do quite a bit of work for. Rodgers takes the snap all alone in the backfield over to Adams, and another first down. So Rodgers 3 for 3, 25 yards. Adams with his first reception for 8 yards. And it's a fresh set of down for Green Bay. Threw it nicely to a little slant. Going back to that run Montgomery had, he had a ton of room off the right side and just elected not to use it and weirdly magnetized him to the defender. Just another example of perfect Madden. Williams rushes for no gain, 2 rushes, -1 yard. Solid stats to start the game. Rodgers with Montgomery in the backfield, trips to the top side of the screen. And a delayed play action. Rodgers dances around, finds a wide open Geronimo Allison all the way down to the 3. He came all the way across the field to make that play. 28 yards, and it is first and goal. Allison has been tremendously effective so far this year. Wide open. Couldn't quite shake the defender and stay in bounds. Looked like he needed gay pylon cam. He needed, it fell over. Oh my gosh. Look at that realism. Look at how cool that was. You see how cool that was? Oh, that's so cool. He needed an extra foot, maybe, to the side, and probably would have scored. Williams gets blown up in the backfield, and he now has 3 rushes for -4 yards. Second and goal from the 6th. Second tackle for loss. They are really doing a good job of coming up the middle and stopping those run plays. Surprised not to see a pass there. Rodgers is he's so accurate. But maybe you catch the defense off guard. They're expecting pass to do a run. It's a chess game, football is. Rodgers in the single back set. Receiver to either side. Quick drop. Lob over the top for Adams, who comes down inbounds for the touchdown. That's a weird play. I'm excited to see the replay. It looked like he was going to land out, but the way the rotation worked with the tackle brought him like back inbounds. This one could be reviewed and could be overturned. Probably will be reviewed. But here's the replay. His elbow? Elbow came down? Elbow came down in bounds? I don't know. Not exactly sure what that means. Obviously, there's going to be a booth review. I've also realized that the sound doesn't work with the official. So every time like I am quiet so that they'll talk, they aren't saying anything interesting. They aren't saying anything at all. So then it's just weird silence. Now that I pointed it out, there will be noise and I will have talked over it. Sweet shot. I have to review something. Looks like it's going to stand. Yep, there we go. We'll judge by the coach's reaction. Forgot to plug my headphones into the controller. Oops. Not that it would really help. Crosby on with the extra point and a great one elbow inbound by Adams to get the touchdown. 7-3 Green Bay. That took quite a bit of time off the clock. Long drive, some good chunk plays down the field. And Buffalo will get the ball back with 3:35 remaining in the second quarter. See what the Buffalo Bills have in store this time around. No, doesn't even have his hands on the laces. Crosby ready to kick it away. Not sure who's going to return it. Will there be another 25-yard return? That's the big question. It's a question everyone's asking. Not really, but... Alright, so it took it at the 6 up to the 25. And that will be not a 25-yard return. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bills at the 28-yard line. 23-yard return. Too shy of the magic number. The only thing funnier than 24? 25. The only thing less funny than 24? 23. Good reference, Sean. Thanks, Sean. Full of them here on whatever in the world this is called. Dance Computer Dance? Digital Football League? Who fucking knows at this point? I've thrown out about 8 of them. I keep almost saying Cinematic Universe, but that doesn't make any sense. Allen with a play-action pass. And that's going to be Jones up the sideline. Broke free. Nice little gain there. That'll be 1st down. It was a 18-yard pass play. Dropped it right in. Clinton Dix with the tackle. Right on the sideline. Starting to get to that sweet spot where the computer makes really questionable decisions regarding the clock. So that's fun. Look forward to that. Through 3 weeks, we've learned that we don't know what to expect at this point. A little flare out to the left for, who's that, Clay? For a gain of 5 yards. Clinton Dix on the tackle again. 2nd down and 5. The Bills right at midfield in a very fast-paced first half.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Allen in the shotgun. Drops back. Over the middle to McCoy. Or no, that was an incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd and 5. Martinez with a nice pass breakup. And what's interesting about that is it's going to leave 2:08 left on the clock. So they're going to have to run a 3rd down play before the 2-minute warning. Will it play into what the Packers were going to do with their timeouts? Probably not. They probably aren't going to use them at all. But we'll see what happens. 3rd down and 5. Allen, not that it really matters. Jones comes open across out to the left-hand side of the field. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Bills with a fresh set of downs. But down 4. Thought they were going to go to a fade to black. They aren't. Oh, there they are. 7-3 here with the 2-minute, at the 2-minute, oh good lord. 7-3 at the 2-minute warning. There's your scoring by quarter. Bills and Packers both scored on their opening drive. Obviously, Buffalo only came away with 3. Adams made a great catch in the back of the end zone to give Green Bay the lead. But Buffalo is driving on the 44-yard line. Down 4. 3 timeouts. 2 minutes left. 5 for 8 passing for Josh Allen. Comes to the line with 4 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Moves around a little bit. You're going to find Kelvin Benjamin on a really short pass play there. 2nd and 3. I think it's 7 yards. That's not. I had to look closer to the angle. Or I'm just going blind. Either is, a fair answer. McCarthy holding on to his timeouts. The Bills not really in any rush. They're just outside of field goal range. Probably need another 5 yards maybe for a reasonable shot at a field goal. Allen takes the snap in the backfield. Green Bay tries to bring some pressure, but Holmes is going to get free, and that's a touchdown, Buffalo. 37-yard touchdown reception. That's going to give the Bills the lead. 9-7, extra point pending. Allen made a nice scramble out to his right and was able to get past King for the touchdown. Looks like King really wanted that interception and missed and didn't have any help over the top, so it was an easy walk-in for the Bills. Still plenty of time left, though, for Green Bay. All 3 timeouts, 1 minute 22 seconds, 1 Aaron Rodgers. Theoretically, work your way down the field for a field goal. Tie it up at 10 going into half. Though it has been incredibly questionable what Green Bay has done with their clock management towards the end of the half, as we've seen through 3 weeks of digital football. Extra point is up and good. A 6-play, 72-yard drive. Takes just over 2 minutes. And the Bills come away with 7 and get their 3-point lead back. Montgomery back deep. Kick is away. That's going to be about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Just take a knee and it'll be brought out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers 5 for 5, 59 yards on his last drive. The only drive so far. That's the wrong side of the field. It's weird, Madden, people poke fun at it because it's a roster update every year. Whatever, that's your opinion, you're being snarky, whatever. There are a lot of just odd little glitches that we've seen. That was the wrong side of the field. In the last episode, there was a shot from the pylon cam on the opposite side of the field that didn't show anything. It's just really, really weird. Rodgers drops. Rodgers from the shotgun is going to find Randall Cobb up the left sideline for a huge gain. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Hard count. Rodgers drops back in the pistol. Moves around. Is going to be sacked. Injury timeout. for Buffalo. Second down and 19 for Green Bay. They get knocked back onto their own side of the field with 58 seconds remaining. The injury forces Buffalo to take a timeout. So Buffalo with 2 timeouts, Green Bay with 3 timeouts remaining. That huge play up the sideline by Cobb was very, very exciting. Put Green Bay in great field position. Unfortunately, they lost 9 yards. See what they have dialed up here for 2nd and 19. Looks like Rodgers is in the backfield with Ty Montgomery. He's going to hand the ball off. That makes sense. And then take a timeout. Okay. I don't know why you're kicking the dirt, McCarthy. You called a garbage play. Will there be more garbage plays on 3rd and 19? We'll see when we come back. And we're back. Shout out to that fade to black. 3rd down and 19 for Green Bay. If they pick up, even if they only pick up 15, they still put themselves in reasonable field goal range. You could probably even pick up 10 maybe and still have an okay shot at a field goal. But it's going to be an awful big bummer if they can't capitalize on the big play by Cobb up the sideline. 319! Rodgers with the hard count. Drops back and hands to Williams. And that is going to bring up 4th and 18. Buffalo elects not to take a timeout. And yet again, oh my God. I don't understand. Why didn't... I get you don't want to throw the ball, incomplete pass, stop the clock. They have timeouts. They should be using them, but they're not. So, either way, the clock was probably going to get stopped. They're going to kick it away with 10 seconds left on the play clock. When they should have waited another 10 seconds. What a mess. What a mess. But Buffalo pinned down at the 11-yard line with 14 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts. So, 4 episodes, 4 weeks, 4 very questionable clock management decisions in each of the games. It's baffling. It's absolutely baffling. Allen comes in, hands the ball off. They'll stop Ivory in the backfield, and that should do it for the first half of play. As the time ticks down, somebody made a coaching adjustment. Buffalo heads into the locker room with a 10-point lead. A 10-7 lead, 3-point lead. 10 minus 7 is 3. Leading in all categories. Back with the second half of action. Buffalo up 10-7 here. Green Bay is going to receive the opening kick. Buffalo has looked good. Their touchdown drive was effective. And they were able to hold Green Bay to no points in under 2 minutes. So, good start for them, holding a 3-point lead after destroying the Minnesota Vikings. Coming into Lambeau Field and holding a pretty high-powered offense in check for the most part. Kick is away. Montgomery back in the end zone. He'll take it a yard short of the goal line. He'll bounce up and start at the 27. So there we go. Back to the magic number, 25-yard return. And Green Bay will have pretty normal field position from a kickoff perspective for Aaron Rodgers in the opening drive of the third quarter. Buffalo with 116 total yards. Green Bay comes out in a jumbo set. Snap goes to Williams, who is blown up in the backfield yet again. He has 5 rushes, -5 yards, and has not had a positive play all day. Got around Bakhtiari and just blew that play up in the backfield. Second down and 11. Allowed 12 rushing yards. Man. If quarterback sacks counted towards rushing yards, they'd have a total of 3 rushing yards. Like, the handoff is going to go to Montgomery, and that is yet again blown up in the backfield. He has 3 rushes for 1 yard, and it's another loss, and it brings up 3rd and 15. Green Bay's had success through the air. I don't know why they're electing to run. There's another free runner at the running back, and it causes a negative play and puts them way behind the chains at 3rd and long coming up from the 22-yard line. Rodgers with the hard count. Drops back in the shotgun. Runs right into a defender. So, negative play, negative run, sack, and just like that, it's a 3-and-out. 4th and 22 is going to force a punt. Didn't really see anything, but he tries to escape out to his left, but he just runs right into the defender. Just right into him. So nothing to show for that drive. And they'll punt it back to Buffalo, who has a 3-point lead. Scott gets the kick away. And that is a booming punt all the way back to the 20-yard line. Return up to the 36 for Murphy. So it'll be 1st and 10 Buffalo with pretty good starting field position. Josh Allen comes out for his opening drive of the second half. I almost said second drive of the half, but that would have been incorrect. Opening drive of the second half. That's correct. Shout out to these long cinematics. They always happen. They happen at the beginning of the first half and the beginning of the second half, where it's just like you're gonna cut at any point. Allen lines up in the shotgun. Packers show pressure, but back off. The pass is underthrown and incomplete. 2nd down. King warped over to Holmes. Caused a little chirpiness. Sure, whatever. Green Bay down to 84 yards after losing 12 yards on their previous drive. Allen takes the shotgun snap. McCoy somehow comes up with it. It looked like it was tipped at the line, but it could have just been the angle. Ends up being a gain of 2 on the screenplay. 3rd and 8. Yeah, it looked like it was just the angle. Pretty easy catch from McCoy. He runs up Blake Martinez on the tackle. 3rd down and 8. Good opportunity for Green Bay to force their own 3-and-out and give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. Packers look like they're showing pressure off the edges. Allen in the shotgun. Drops back. They're going to bring pressure up the middle. He's going to fire over the middle and find Kelvin Benjamin for a big 3rd down conversion. And it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Green Bay side of the field for Buffalo. Williams with the tackle. That may have been who they put on the injured reserve, now that I think about it. That's okay. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. It's fake digital football, so. Allen is 9 for 13 passing as he comes goes under center in an offset eye. Going to be a play action pass. And that's going to be a sack from Muhammad Wilkerson, who I also believe is out for the rest of the season. So this game not super accurate. I thought it applies at a roster update every time you load the game, but I guess it wasn't updated enough, I suppose. Oh well. Wilkerson with a big sack on Josh Allen as he tried to roll out to his right. After a nice play action pass. Wilkerson doesn't bite. Forces a loss of 10 and it is now 2nd and 20. So an excellent start on that 1st down. get some momentum going, and give it back to Rodgers.
All right, here we go. Boo, 90.
Allen in the pistol.
Boo, 90.
Thomas in motion. Play action pass yet again. Allen throws over to Clay for a big 14-yard gain, bringing up third down and 6. That's unfortunate. Green Bay able to get pressure on the previous play. Allen with a clean pocket, able to find a big completion and make it a third and more manageable than 3rd and 20. Allen in the shotgun, drops back, passes over the middle, and that's another third down conversion. Green Bay can't get off the field, and Allen is playing really well. He's 11 for 15. Benjamin with another catch, 4 receptions, over 60 yards. And he just barely, looks like he's going to be stopped at the 29-yard line or so. Martinez with the tackle. So that'll bring up a fresh set of downs on the 29 for the Buffalo Bills. Under center, single back, one receiver at the bottom of the screen. Jumbo set, looks like. Another play action pass. Steps up, rolls to his left, and he's off for a 9-yard gain. Or 8-yard gain, excuse me. So there we go, 2nd and 2. We saw that in Minnesota. He had a pretty incredible hurdle over one of the Minnesota defenders. And I believe it was over Barr, who I think was the guy who was involved in Aaron Rodgers' injury last year. I could be incorrect, but it was an incredibly athletic play. Everybody held their breath. He jumped in and went, whoop.
Green 39. Green 39.
2nd and 2 will lead off the 4th quarter. Buffalo with a 3-point lead and driving. 10-7 at the end of 3. The Bills with a touchdown in the 2nd quarter to retake the lead. 2nd down and 2 starts the 4th quarter. As always, digital football coverage is brought to you by Weekend Review. Check it out every Tuesday. It's a very good show. I would know. I know the host. I'm not going to say how, but I know him. He's pretty cool. He also hosts another show where he watches a computer play football. Exciting. Handoff on 2nd and 2, and that's a big stop. That's Wilkerson again. Or I'm sorry, that's Kenny Clark. Came out up the middle. It looked like he had a big giant hole to get the first down, but Kenny Clark showed up all of a sudden and forced a 3rd and 1. Oh, that's one of my favorite shots in football. Oh, I love it so much. 3rd down and 1 for Buffalo in our jumbo set. Going to be a handoff to McCoy, and he is going to get stopped as well. Wow. And again, it looked like there was a huge hole. Mike Daniels with the stop. Huge hole off to the left, and all of a sudden, there's a Green Bay defender right in the way. So a great stand. They gave up a couple of 3rd downs they maybe shouldn't have given up, but bend don't break defense that Green Bay typically plays. Forces a field goal attempt and keeps it a 1-score game. Should the field goal go through? Kick is away. And it's good. 13-7, Buffalo leads with 4:41 left in the 4th quarter. Obviously, 4:41 is a ton of time. Plenty of time for Green Bay to mount a drive. They just can't have 3 consecutive plays that lose yards. Sounds obvious. Sounds easy to avoid. But apparently it's very difficult. kick is away. Montgomery will take it 8 yards deep in the end zone and just take a knee. Brings up a first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Aaron Rodgers looking to lead a nice drive and get some points. Theoretically, I don't know. I can't read his digital mind. It's probably a beautiful digital mind, but still can't read it. Theoretically, I mean, logically, if I put myself in Aaron Rodgers' pants, assume the form of his butt, that magnificent butt, and I think, touchdown. We'll see what he has. 2 backs in the pistol formation. Rodgers takes the snap, throws it over to Cobb, who had it and then dropped it. Rodgers' first incomplete pass of the game brings up a 2nd and 10. Looked like he had it in his hands, but then it got knocked away. I can only tell because there's like a little target of where the ball is going to be. And that's where it fell to the ground. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Trips receivers up to the top of your screen. Rodgers in the shotgun. Looks like Montgomery is back there. Pump fake from Rodgers. Montgomery is going to gain a yard. Maybe 2. 3rd and 9. 1 yard gain. Montgomery's first reception of the day. Doesn't really bring much. If he had a little extra room on the boundary, he may have been able to pick up a few more yards. Looked like he had a little bit of green in front of him, but his momentum took him out of bounds. 3rd down and long. 2 receivers at the top. Rodgers drops back. Moves out, throws to Adams, who's going to get stopped short, and they're not going to give him that many yards. He was right about at the first down marker and then came back. His momentum brought him back, and that's where they tackled him. So another 3 and out for Green Bay. Time starts to become a bit of a factor here. Not a ton. They have 3 timeouts. Enough time to get the ball back. But with the way their defense has been giving up 3rd downs and some longer drives, you start to worry and wonder about that, especially because their 2 drives, Green Bay's 2 drives this half, have been 6 plays total. Josh Allen comes back out onto the field, 11 for 15, 144 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 6-point lead. There's the Green Bay defense looking for, again, putting myself in the helmets with the digital players, looking for a 3 and out. Just my most educated guess. Allen with the hard count from the shotgun, hands it off to McCoy. McCoy is met hard by Bruce. Bryce. That says Bryce. My apologies, Bryce. I put myself in your helmet and I forgot your name, so I apologize for that. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Green Bay somehow has oh, that's right. I forgot Aaron Rodgers had that 12-yard rush early. Okay. He's going to find Clay over the middle again. Kevin King on the tackle, and that's a 20-yard gain up to the 38-yard line. Wow. Wonder if that defense is getting just a little bit tired being out there. 6 offensive plays for Green Bay is not helping their defense. All right, 2:38 left. Green Bay obviously still has 3 timeouts. Fresh set of downs for the Bills. They also have the 2-minute warning. See if they can work some sort of stop here. Got pressure on the quarterback. Surprisingly, it wasn't Clay Matthews with a game-killing roughing the passer call, but still a completed pass for 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. McCarthy elects not to take a timeout in a twist that shocks no one. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 5 when we come back to Digital Lambeau.
You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Welcome back. There's your score by quarter. Went into the Went into halftime, Bills had a 3-point lead. They've built on it. Green Bay has had no offense in the second half. Buffalo drove down the field, kicked a field goal to extend their lead to 6. 2 minutes left here on a 2nd and 5. Josh Allen looking to salt this one away. Green Bay with 3 timeouts. Got the 2-minute warning. Seth Matthews is down there on the bottom looking to show some pressure. McCoy is going to run off the left side, get up to the 49-yard line, and that's when they're going to call a timeout. So Green Bay takes his first timeout with 1 minute and 55 seconds left. First down and 10, Bills by 6. We're back. Green Bay is looking for a stop on defense. Check out Week in Review. It's a really good show. It's very good. It sponsors today's coverage and every week's coverage of digital football here on the home of the Digital Packers, the Shawnosaurus Digital and Sports Network. It should just be the Shawnosaurus Digital and Packers Network, but nevertheless. McCoy is going to get the handoff, gain a couple of yards. Green Bay will take a timeout. 13-7, fourth quarter. Just kidding. They're not going anywhere. They get me with it. They get me with it every time. I'm like, oh, you fade to black, take a little breather, take a breath, get some water. And they say, no, just kidding. We're not going anywhere. Instead, we're going to just show you this huddle for some reason. Okay. Okay, game. I mean, the play clock's running. It looked like it was in slow motion too. That's very, very exciting. 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining. Second down and 8. Green Bay can only stop the clock one more time, so they'll probably run another 40 seconds or so off. McCoy's going to get stopped about 2 yards short. Green Bay will take their final timeout. Actually, they're going to be 4 yards short. 3rd down and 4. When we come back? Question mark? Mike McCarthy walks up and down the sideline. 1 minute and 47 seconds remain. Say there's 3 to 4 second play. Runs it down to about 1 minute and 43. The play clock starts, I don't know, about 1 minute 40. A few seconds after that. Punted away, theoretically. Green Bay's going to look at, I don't know, 45 to 50 seconds or so probably, with no timeouts and 1 Aaron Rodgers. Should they get a stop? Obviously, I'm getting ahead of myself. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Going to hand it to McCoy. He's going to get stopped. So there you go. Play clock started at 1:42. So that'll give Buffalo's going to have to punt with 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the clock. Great defensive play by number 42. Burks. Wait, is that? No, okay. There's a different guy. Oh, they're going for a field goal. Oh, wow. Huge field goal here. Because if he misses it, which he does, that gives Green Bay tremendous field position at midfield. That was a weird call. Wow. Did not expect that. It looked like he had enough leg for it. It just drifted a little bit to the left on him. Green Bay with great field position. 51 yards to go. With about a minute. A minute or so. Right at a minute, 60 seconds. Wonder what the time difference would have been if they had punted it. There would have been, I mean, it would have been marginal at best. A second or two. But 1 minute left. 51 yards from the end zone. Green Bay down 6. Aaron Rodgers looking to engineer a fourth quarter under 2 minute fancy stat comeback. Drops back. Throws out to, looks like Geronimo Allison. And that's going to be a gain of 5. So second down, Allison continues to be an important part of this Packers offense, the digital Packers offense. And second down. .56 seconds left. Rodgers averaging 10 yards per attempt. Two receivers to the top of your screen. Snap back to Rodgers. Pass over the middle. Looked like he had somebody that would have been... They would have had to hurry after that, but it would have given him a fresh set of downs. Clock stops with 53 seconds left. Obviously, there's enough time to work the middle of the field. You just have to be careful with it. Green Bay's run a total of 20 plays. They only had one drive in the first quarter. Led to a touchdown. Or maybe they had a second drive. I can't remember. Cobb all the way up the left side. He's going to score a touchdown. Wow. Holy mackerel. 46-yard touchdown. Ties the game at 13. Extra point pending. Buffalo has all 3 timeouts remaining. That was on a 3rd and 5. Cobb got behind the defense, and the other defender was only able to tackle him after it was too late. Adams, it looked like Adams brought the initial defender, 24, up just far enough. Rodgers was able to get the ball over into Cobb's hands, and the safety help wasn't able to make it over to get coverage on Cobb in time. So there you go. A fantastic finish here in the Digital Football League. That's fantastic. Josh Allen, still with 3 timeouts, 46 seconds left. But Green Bay takes the lead, a 1-point lead with that extra point. And I mean, Buffalo has had success through the air. They scored a touchdown on a defensive breakdown. They've been able to move the ball pretty consistently. The easy point is going to be to go back to that field goal from midfield. I mean, he didn't miss it by much, but they gave Aaron Rodgers a very short field to work with. Murphy takes it from just in front of the goal line, looked like about the 2 or 3 yard line. He'll run it up to the 33, and that won't be a 25-yard return. Oh, he's averaging 25 yards per return. But I think that was closer to a 30-yard return. There is Josh Allen, 13 for 17, 169 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, and a run of about 8 yards, I believe. Maybe another rushing attempt in there somewhere, but he's played really well. He's now looking to lead his team to a 4th quarter overtime under 2-minute fancy stat game-winning drive. These sportscasters love under 2-minute drives. Big play over the right side. Didn't see who caught that ball, but it's going to be a big gain all the way up to the 43. Buffalo has timeouts. They're not using them. Allen throws to McCoy. McCoy goes out of bounds. Now, Buffalo doesn't actually need the touchdown, obviously. They only need a field goal, and they look like, according to the red line that was on the field, it looks like they are already in field goal range with 22 seconds remaining. Oh, man. Yeah, looks like they're right there. Probably want to pick up another, 5 to 10 yards just to be safe, make it easier. Allen runs around, throws it in the middle to no one. It's going to take a few seconds off the clock, and it's down to 19 seconds, 3rd down and 5. The question now becomes, do you just run the ball up the middle, take a timeout with 2 seconds, and try your luck? Leave no time on the clock. That looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. He'll get the first down. They'll take a timeout with 14 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Big run by McCoy. 14-13 Green Bay. But Buffalo's got a shot. I mean, you know, well within field goal range. Josh Allen, another shot of the huddle. We love those here. I mean, I really don't. I wish they would just cut away from it at any point now. At any point. Cut away. Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Cinematic. Look at that. So cinematic. Buffalo breaks the huddle. Offset I formation. From the 32-yard line. 14 seconds remaining. Matthews blocked up, but number 27 comes in. The Buffalo's going to take a timeout. I don't know why they're not just running the clock down to 3. Calling it good. Down 1. Fantastic finish coming right your way. Just kidding. They didn't fade to black. They got me again. Oh, man. They got me. Damn it. There's Clay Matthews. Buffalo has 1 timeout left. 2nd and 10, so 1 more play and kick field goal. The cool thing is every time Buffalo calls the timeouts, we get these sweet cinematics that take way too long. Just go to the next part of the game. Please. Please. Josh Allen under center. Hands off to McCoy. He's going to break to the left. Get up to the 30-yard line. With 5 seconds left, Buffalo's going to call their final timeout, and we have a 3rd down and 8. Mike McCarthy struts the sidelines. You kind of wonder if Green Bay if they should have taken more time off the clock. I mean, they didn't have any timeouts to work with. You take the touchdown when you have the touchdown, but maybe wish that they had taken a few more plays. But Buffalo hasn't really needed to move the ball far. They got 1 big chunk play. It was about 20 yards or so over the middle, and now they're in field goal range for the game. 3rd down and 8. Down doesn't matter. Game-winning field goal is down. Kick is away. And it's good. With 1 second remaining, Buffalo takes a 2-point lead. Man. So it looks like you won't have to question that. Rodgers is not going to have a shot to bring his team back. I think they know that I'm playing, and they just wanted me to see his beautiful face one last time. Montgomery is back deep. Kick is away. Short of the goal line. So barring a miracle, which we won't get, Buffalo is going to walk out of Lambeau Field with a victory. A 2-point win drops the Packers to 1-2-1. Josh Allen, the victorious quarterback, gets back-to-back wins on the road against NFC North opponents. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this week's episode of Dance Computer Dance / Digital Football League Shenanigan Universe Land. Whatever in the world is being called. I don't know why he congratulated his home player on the loss. We'll be back next week. Green Bay plays in Detroit, I believe. So we'll see you next Thursday for more digital football here on youtube.com / smorgasbord of letters and numbers. Thank you so much for watching.